Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it would be this guy, Højbjerg, Peter, because he has great nous, really, in that position in central midfield. He can often be the dominant presence without necessarily shining and draw attention to himself, but he goes about it in a very kind of quiet manner. And he's extremely good at what he does, so keep an eye on him. He could make a difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Gravenberg. And it's Frimpong. And it's Salah. Frimpong. And Gravenberg. And it's Frimpong.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Gravenberg.
Showing great feet there.
Chance here to counter. Gomez. Van Dijk. More and more pressure on the ball here. Ekitike. Now Kerkez.
He's in space and looking for options. Fired deep towards the back post. That's the throw.
Can he get away here? Gravenberg.
Gravenberg! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Weir. Now it's Greenwood. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And it's Soboslai. Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. That's Wirtz.
And this is Mohamed Salah.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Frimpong. Frimpong crosses it in.
Corner then.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Balerdi gets it away.
And it's Kirkes.
Van Dijk. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Played out wide. And the shot! Fantastic save by Rooney! It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Kirkes. Now it's Wirtz. And that's aimed into the middle.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Nadir. Still goalless.
Traore.
Looking for the run.
And he plays one through.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gravenberg is there and he can get that clear. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Murillo gets over and intercepts. And it's Højbjerg. He's in a great position here. Nicely weighted ball. And here's the chance to counter. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Højbjerg. Szoboszlai tries to play it through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nadir. Gravenberg. And he's forced to go back. And it's Gomez. And Frimpong. Gomez. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Mohamed Salah. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Liverpool have their third corner. Szoboszlai with the short one. And it's Szoboszlai. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Kirkes.
Driving on and making good... Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation. Played out to the right. Wirtz has it out wide and in space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Traore.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Guiri.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Szoboszlai. He's picked his way through. And he was quick to react. Alisson. And it's Van Dijk. And Gravenberch. Kerkez. Gravenberch. And it's Wirtz. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Traore. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. And Gravenberch. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Wirtz. And he's in on goal. It's in!
But inscrit après 36 minutes de jeu par le numéro 30.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And he's been shifted off it. Wirtz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Liverpool are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Chance for a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Balerdi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Gomez. Kerkez. Half-time getting close now. And it's Soboslai. And it's Wirtz. And Gravenberch. And it's Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Great vision. Good read, needed to be. No way through, so back it comes. Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Where? And Nadir. Van Dijk. And it's Soboslai. Gomez. It's Van Dijk. Kerkez. And it's Soboslai.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And Gravenberch. Van Dijk. And it's Soboslai. Emerson. Szoboszlai proves too strong. And that's going to be a booking. Nadir. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Liverpool leading 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Van Dijk. That's Wirtz. And it's Kerkez. Ekitike. Szoboszlai. And it's Wirtz. He's going for goal! Just a fraction high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Højbjerg. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. Now Kerkez. Szoboszlai, and it's Gravenberg. And Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. He's having a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What do you think now about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Le numéro 7.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that's gone loose. Out of play for a throw. Højbjerg with the delivery. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And that's definitely not his best. Gakpo. And the ball is out of play. Balerdi. And it's Nadir. Now Højbjerg. Traoré. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Medina kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Just one goal in it now. Game on! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Marseille get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Mohamed Salah, delivers the ball. Medina plays it long. And they can counter here. Now it's Weir. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Frimpong. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match.
Now it's Wirtz.
51 832.
Ekitike. Brilliantly cut out. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Gravenberg. Gomez. And it's Van Dijk. Now Kerkez. Szoboszlai. And it's Kerkez. Ekitike. Wirtz is onto this. And it's Kerkez. Ekitike. And Gravenberg. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Wirtz. Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Balerdi. Nadir. Ekitike. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gomez. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And that's a good ball. He's chosen to go back. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vert clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Liverpool get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's played into the area. Wirtz. He's gone for goal! It's hit the upright. And he thumps it clear. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. That pass isn't the best. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Wirtz being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Kerkez. Ekitike. Wirtz given the lift of his goal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Marseille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. A think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And here's Wirtz. Wirtz. Ekitike. Played out to the left flank. Cross needs to be good. Oh, important interception. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Szoboszlai. Now Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. Real chance! They've scored! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Murillo cuts out the pass. Wirtz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Gravenberch. Wirtz. And here's Mohamed Salah. Guiri.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the through ball. Frimpong. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's on it, can he get away? So much time and space here. That looks a good cross. Medina attempts a clearance. Back in once more. Terrific header! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Tries to get it clear. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 97. Changement.
Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Just about within shooting range. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Played into the ball, big header! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Højbjerg. That has been slung wide. And Traore. And that's big chance! And that is the last effort of the game. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Szoboszlai claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.